Hello, 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 everybody. Excuse me. Welcome to Friday evening's messages of love from above. And thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to dive in just a moment. I just want to get my desktop all set up here and we will get started. If you are enjoying these free reading sessions, make sure to give the video a little thumbs up in the stream. That does show me that you're enjoying the content, but it also shows YouTube that you are, and it helps spread the Zen love. You get to be part of the love tsunami. So, a big thank you for all of you that do that. Greatly appreciated. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We got a great group of individuals, uh, big hearts, great senses of humor, great combination, right? And so, welcome, welcome, welcome. How all the readings work are listed in the description box of the video, but a quick rundown. We do move down in order, first come, first serve, down the chat. The chat is the list. There's no special list for that. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that as an energy exchange. Step out of the free readings. I dive deeper into those as well. Usually, I pull a card or two for the free readings, and for the donations, we dive deeper too. So that's how it works. How to make a donation's in the description box of the video. And also, if you haven't seen yet, we actually have a 2024 energy forecast. This is the playlist that gives you a breakdown. Each individual zodiac sign has a 2024 overview around love, career, and money. Yeah, and then splitting out the year into three equal parts, 4 months each. A blessing for each that spirit wants you to know about, and then also any other information they wanted for you. So be sure to check that out there. And then also, we have a winter summer solstice pick a card that had some great information in there, as well as a special second part in those that give you a little breakdown for the 3 months for the solstice by each individual zodiac sign. Also included is a breakdown of each of the planets and what they cover in our life. So if you know your birth chart, you can go check out that sign and see what what comes forward in there. Also, the solstice season in December marks Capricorn season. So happy birthday, all you Capricorn sun babies. Here's a pick a card for everyone, but there's a bonus 3 month forecast for all the Capricorn sun babies. So if you have a Capricorn in your life, be sure to send them that as well as a little gift, free gift for them. And then we also have this beautiful pilgrimage meditation to Glastonbury tour. I was blown away by this meditation that Spirit gave. So be sure to check that out. And then also, I put out early the Capricorn um, new moon alert. I normally put those out a week early for my praying mantis members, but something I must have hit a different uh, mishit sending out to everyone. So it went out to everyone, and rather than retract it, I was like, "Happy New Year, a blessing for everyone." So you get an advance sneak peek of that one as well. And then also, I have a bunch of services that I mention in my description box of the video of what I offer: personal readings, past life readings, hedges of peace and love, and astro reading, a wish upon a star astro readings. And then I also just recently put out a happy birthday readings. And so here's the video that talks about what can come with those. And you also they're 50% off until the end of January. So be sure to check those out if you guys are interested. And let me move this out of the way and we will get started. So I'm going to reintroduce something that I started when I first started doing readings over a year ago. And that is starting off before we go into the readings, sending love out to the world. I got my beautiful Tibetan singing bowl here. So if you'd like to join me in multiplying unconditional love out to the world, when one of us does it, it can counteract a million people that are having lower vibrational fear energies. And if we do the higher vibration, it counteracts that. If we do it together, it not only just adds on top of one another, it multiplies our impact. So I do want to do that if you feel like joining me, whether you're watching this live or on replay. I'm just going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that love soak into our own heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world. And if you, of course, are in need of unconditional love this evening as well, we send that energy to your heart. Just take it in like a giant hug from the universe. Beautiful. That's going to keep going for a minute there. So we'll put that back over here so I don't keep hitting it. And we will get started. So thank you so much for joining me in doing that. And let us scroll down here and we will get started. All right. So we will start at the very top here. And we have Hot Sun. Hello, Hot Sun. Your little waving hand. All right. And we are going to be using this evening, I'm going to continue to use this weekend, the Light Seers Tarot. Beautiful deck there. If you're interested, you know what it looks like. All right. So let's take a look here, Hot Sun. What are Matt's feelings and intentions towards you? And what's on the bottom of the deck? All right. Let's take a look here and see. Thoughts, feelings and intentions in the bottom of the deck. All right, so feelings. Okay. So the feelings we have here, we got the Queen of Swords, and she is the balancer of the mind and the heart. So she rules over the, swords energy, over the thought energy, and below the surface, we have that the heart is being caged. This is the way they interpret it here. In the very bottom here, got a little caged heart here, but the heart is down there, and it's the balancer. It allows both of those energies to kind of flow with one another. So their overall feelings are being balanced with their mind, and it's kind of like I feel like almost this Five of Swords energy because we've also got the Three of Swords here. Three of Swords is fear, heartbreak, um, and so their intentions, I feel, are being held back. And, definitely with like this heart being in a cage, I feel like because of the past, they kind of are very slow at moving forward, on these things. The energy on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration, gatherings, marriage, because there's that kind of energy below the surface, but I almost feel like their emotions are really kept in check with that Queen of Swords and that Three of Swords in there. That they have this, intentions of like, wow, they think highly of you. They think that you could be like your marriage material, that kind of stuff that's in there. But on the bottom, with that being on the bottom of the deck, all that's there. But that Three of Swords and that little caged heart are really standing out. That they are very slow on. They're showing me the heart having a little file and it's trying to cut through the the bars to be set free. Which eventually the heart always wins. Eventually, but it might be a while because I feel like they are some very hefty pain of the past is keeping them very protected and guarded of their heart. So the heart is like, I don't want protection. I want to run free. But the mind's like, oh no, we had to put up with you in your pain. So we're keeping you from having that. So they've kind of overriding the heart and not allowing them that, forward movement there. I was going through a divorce. He better want to marry you. Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense that they're like very hesitant and in moving forward with their heart then because, if they're just going through a divorce, we definitely don't want to go backwards, not backwards, but, jump out of the frying pan into the fire. So I feel like they are, um, taking their time. So that makes sense with all of that. But they are hesitant in jumping into anything, which makes sense with all of that. So that's what's currently going on there, hot sun. So many blessings to you. And then Dijon Sturgis, you're up next, and you wanted a general reading. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Well, two major arcana, and these are two of the great ones to get. You got well, they're all great. This one just is very free flowing with the 10 of Wheel of Fortune and the 0, the full card. This is all about new beginnings, this journey free of a lot of expectations and a wonderful opening of things. And the Wheel of Fortune, whatever this ending and beginning, 10 being the endings, 0 being beginnings, we definitely have this really strong energy. But the Wheel of Fortune is a great card because it has a story that everything in our life unfolds for us, but sometimes our human does have a hard time jumping like on the bandwagon of how is that for me, right? And what's cool with that though is that the tune of for you with the wheel of fortune tells us that whatever unfolds, even our human is on board with it, going, I see why that's for me. So it's good stuff that's coming here, an ending and a beginning, transformation. Them being two of the major arcana means it's significant alteration that happens in your life here. So I like that for you. And even on the bottom of the deck, you got the tower, which is another the other card that tells us whatever unfolds for us. Something suddenly gets moved out of our lives. You got the death and rebirth on the bottom as well. So really 4 powerful major arcana that telling you they're all the endings and beginnings, but it's happening for you type of energy. It's a rebirth, significant transformation. It's not telling me, I was trying to peek a little bit to see if they were telling me if what area of your life it's in, but they're like, "Oh, big, it's big." And I'm like, "Okay, but what area?" "Well, no, it's big, it's a rebirth." So I'm like, "All right, I get it. None of my business right now yet, but just to be aware that whenever it's happening, it is unfolding for you." So happiness abounds. All right. So that's what they have for you there. So many blessings to you. And then Die Baby 777. You'd like an energy reading. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know about energy currently going on in your life here. All right. Well, these three did come out here. All right. Well, you're definitely being called here. You've got the Judgment card, which is your higher self calling you to this higher place, to this important relationship here and connecting to love here. Now, this starts off as self love. This starts off as your relationship with your higher self, being them calling you to this higher relationship so you can connect with this beautiful Ace of Cups, the chalice, the Holy Grail, this love that you have from above, the unconditional, eternal love from above. You get to fill up with this and overflows. And like I said, it starts here. Two major arcana and the Ace of Cups and Ace, these are powerful combination. But then it rolls out into your other relationships. So it starts with this bubbling up of self-love, of this love from above, and then it rolls out into romance. It rolls out into best friends and family and other important relationships in your life. And so you feel this flood of beautiful love energy just feel like completion of your heart and fullness of your heart where you just feel this overflow, and it does impact all of the other you know relationships in your life, because if Die Baby is full of love, then they're going to see the world as full of love, and it changes the impact of other people's actions and different things in your life too. So I like that for you, and that's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Felicia Fing, hello, hello. Thank you, Felicia, for your reminder about sharing and subscribing and the thumbs up. I always appreciate that. It's a great reminder. And thank you guys so much for all of you that have given the video a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love. So thanks for being part of that love tsunami. And Felicia wanted to know what will bring you if you choose to move to and work in the city of PK for no job. Okay, so if you move and work in PK, what kind of energy does that bring here for you? Well, you have the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration. We like that. Spirit will be with you. You're not alone when you go there. They're always around you, supporting you on your path. The Ten of Wands, you do put a lot of work and energy into it, but it does bring you joy. And I feel like, it's not like the burden energy. It's like you go this distance and it's worth it because the Ten of Wands ends up being the, endings and beginnings with the energy that you're putting forward. And it's a positive thing because it's like you're investing so much in existing in life now, but when you like go and you move, it takes you energy to get there. But when you get there, it clears away so much and it allows you to move and super focus your energy in one direction. That's where this Three of Cups brings you joy and celebration through it all. So it's very, very thumbs uppy for sure with that energy coming through. So very positive. Right, that's what they have for you, Felicia. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. All right. So Rhonda, hello, hello. You did get here early. Excited. Uh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that it helps, and I accept all the love that you're sending. And much love to you, my friend. And you would like to get a love message. What does Spirit want you to know around love, 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 love? All right. All right. Yeah, it is all about you. You're like, yay. We got the Two of Wands, which is, wherever we focus our energy is what grows and expands, right? And there's this looking out and planning for your future, but it's about not taking a ton of steps towards that yet. Because here we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about being true to your authentic self, and the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, new birth, focusing on you here. And so this energy really is about you being into this, this focusing on who you are and what you're wanting, what you are wanting out of life, not what everyone else wants out of love, but what do I want? And I want to be true to me. I don't want to have to worry about walking around on eggshells and who am I pleasing and who am I not pleasing and who's got their panties in a wad and blah blah blah. You're just like, I don't care about it anymore. I want what I want and my heart wants. And I feel like this is the energy they're having you focus on is really spending time getting to know you and what you truly desire, not what everyone's told you you're supposed to, but what's in your heart. And I feel like it's an important time for you to be single, not date anyone, even not be in any relationships, don't go on any dates. And you're like, what do you mean? I've been doing that forever. But I don't know if you have or not, but it's like, but this is the time for truly getting to know you and Spirit. I feel like because I think this morning's message was all about getting to know Spirit, and this is like, yeah, it's time for you, not worried about anyone else. And if you do go on a date or anyone wants to do anything, you're just like, okay, this is about me, not about, oh, I got to make sure I'm being this or that or whatever. It's about you being true to you. So I like that, Rhonda. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And I did have a donation come in. All right. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me scroll down here. All right. Thank you so much, Spiritual Journey Tarot. Okay. So you said you saw here. And let's take a look here. I think yours was up above here. All right. So you wanted to know if you have a chance at getting an approval for the apartment in Denton. All right. Let us take a look here. And thank you so much for your donation. Let's see what Spirit has here. One more shuffle. That was kind of a sorry one. There we go. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. What else about this apartment in Denton? Okay. All right. We've got this trust in your gut and trust in your instinct when it comes here. I'm kind of getting the feeling like that particular place is not the one for you. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're pretty much answering it already there. Because you've got the Queen of Cups, just trust your intuition. The Seven of Pentacles is this like, well, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, and then we've got the Two of Cups, which is um, I don't know, it's this partnership of some sort. Um, I feel like someone's going to tell you about some apartments here, and I'll finish the this energy because I didn't ask about Garland yet. So let me finish this one, and then I'll pull cards on that one real quick because they are talking about the 10 of a lot of energy be invested into those apartments, and there's something better that's here with the Page of Cups. So we definitely see this energy of no, no, no. The Denton ones are not for you there. So let's take a look here, and I'll leave those cards out. And let's see here about the Garland one. Will Garland be a better option? Yeah, I can see here. Yeah, Garland one is much better. You've got the Eight of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Eight of Cups is, leaving behind the relationships and situations that don't serve you emotionally, and it steps you into the 10 of Cups here, um, which is full and overflowingness that comes in. So I do feel here, that this is this um, positive, much more positive outcome because they're walking away here to wish fulfillment. And so when we ask, is Garland better? Yeah, walk away from Denton, go to Garland. It brings you this emotional fulfillment. So definitely much more in alignment with where you're at. And even on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Cups. So movement. You might even find romance over there if you don't have it already. Come on. There it goes. So movement of emotion with 8, 10, and Knight of Cups coming in here. Um, Yeah, because that's like 8, 10, 12. There's like this even, smooth moving, energy there. So, yeah, definitely, uh, no on Denton, yes on Garland. Yeah, very good, very good. So you're like, "Okay, you got that," and you're not like, "Well, what if?" You're like, "Oh god, no. Don't do the Denton ones for sure." Alright. So that's what they have for you there. Yeah, and then you also had on the bottom the 3 of Pentacles, which is about being true to your authentic self and, not worrying about what anyone else thinks. It's like, what do I want and what do I want for me? It doesn't have to fit what everyone else thinks they want, but what do I want from it? And then that comes in there, that type of thing. So I like it. Okay, thank you for sending an additional donation. Appreciate that. And did you have additional question, or was that for your second for the garland? Whichever is good. If you do have another question, pop it down there. Um, I'm happy to pull cards for you here. Appreciate the donations. It helps me survive and live off and thrive. Pays for my food. I have a wonderful host who allows me to live in her basement for free. So, all right. So, you ask about the approval process, those one. How will it go and how will you get in the apartment? All right. Through a door. I see you get in through a door. I'm just kidding. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's take a look here and see what the approval process would do. All right. So I see here, I mean, the first card coming out is the Knight of Cups coming back out again. So it does move smoothly, the Knight of Cups is movement of emotion. I feel like, the approval process, you really hit it off with the people that are in charge of taking the application and doing that. I just feel like it's very, just a very smooth interaction with them. You have the Two of Swords. So when it comes down to making decisions with the approval process, close your eyes and open your heart. Don't go off of the head. Again, trust your intuition when they're like, well, do you want this apartment or this one? And if you see them and you go like, well, this one makes sense, but I really love this one, go with the one that you really love, because there's a reason why you're drawn and your heart's drawing you to one versus the other. It does take a little bit of time, so just be patient with the process. Don't freak out. Keep your energy high. When you're going through it, the Five of Wands is like it starts off feeling fearful energy, but then it transforms into something great. And that's why with the Temperance card, they're saying just keep it. It takes a little time these days for things to go through. So don't, like, oh my gosh, it's taking too long. It's not going to take that long. Just when you're waiting, of course, it feels like it's going taking a lot longer. But you also have the Hierophant on the bottom, which is about seeing things, and this is the underlying energy of your experience, which is you're realizing what you truly want with your capital T truths. And again, this, with that, especially with that three of pentacles coming out, be true to you, right? What do you truly want? Now, what you think everyone else would want for you, blah, blah, blah. You have to live in it. So you choose what you're wanting and be true to your heart with this. Don't be afraid to ask what you want either. You've got the Magician card on the bottom, which is about, you've got the Hierophant, the Magician, and then also the Sun on the bottom, also the World card on the bottom. So you've got four major arcana that are flowing below the surface, which are in charge of this ending of old cycles and beginning of new adventures. All of them very powerful and enlightening cards. So just, trust the process, but follow your heart and don't, you know, give in to, like, well, we can give you this apartment for less. And you're like, oh, but I really want that one. Just, stick to your guns with it. They're like, well, that will take another week to get ready because we just need to like clean the carpets and touch up some paint. We can get you in this one a week earlier. If you're wanting this one, stick to your guns and follow your heart. And I feel like it will just go smoothly. Just don't freak out about any momentary delays. Just trust and have gratitude, and the energy will flow. Just try to stay away from any of the lower vibrational fears and those things, because that's what draws everything's down, right? Yeah, absolutely. And thank you again for your donations. I really appreciate those, and I'm excited for your move there. Shoosh, I know, right? Just like I said, if the more you fear and the more you put energy in the lower vibrational, it slows everything down. So the more you can focus on gratitude, unconditional love, and laughter and joy, the faster things go. So that's the Five of Wands energy coming in there for you, is the transformation. So I would definitely do that. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you, Spiritual Journey Tarot. Thank you again for your donation. All right. And we're moving back to the top here. So we'd left off with Dollface Diva. So Dollface, you wanted a general for next week. So let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know about next week? What is on the agenda? Wow. All right. Well, you've got some fire here with the King of Wands, and this Eight of Pentacles is about progress, and can even be schooling or education. And the combination of these two coming together, Diva, is, the King of Wands has this Aries, this fire, this passion, this I can accomplish anything. What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? And the Eight of Pentacles is supporting. If something you want to do requires more education or some sort of transformation or certification, whatever it may be. They're like, it's very much supported here. It's you get to choose what direction you want to do. There's no right, no wrong. How do you uniquely want to express that love in your heart with the world? What do you feel like your life purpose is? And no pressure, right? But it's like, here you go. There's an opportunity to really zero in and go, what is it that I want to do? Why are you waiting to live your dream? To die? That's what happened when, about what, 4 years ago? Almost 4 years ago, right? When COVID hit, I was like, what am I waiting for to live my dream to die? I'm like, live it. Otherwise, I'm just existing. And I feel this is the kind of energy that you're getting is tired of existing and going through all the hoops and going through all the blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what do you want to do? Don't let anything hold you back and don't let anything feel limiting to you. Don't think of it as, well, I couldn't do that or, oh, that's going to take a while. It's like, do it now. There's individuals like if Louise Hay, she's Hay House, which such a source of books and cards and everything. She started in her late 50s or in 60s. That's when she really started her whole phase of her life that just changed everything, and so it's never too late, and, so hop to it. Alright, so that's what they have there for you. So, many blessings to you, and then up next, we got Shloka Sancher. Hello, hello. Hello again. You wanna know, should you be opening a healing center, or is there something else that you're supposed to be doing? And I think if you asked something like that earlier today, um, I think they said that the healing center what wasn't the healing center, I forget there if you asked a similar question. I did answer some this morning, so if you want to check that out. But we'll pull cards here because there's no shoulds and or supposed tos on the other side. There's just different choices with different experiences we have. They don't have any judgment. They're like, it's all a blast from their point of view. It's like, how exciting this giant amusement park of fear rides that we're in and these adventures that we go on. There's no wrong one. What do you want to do? But we can ask what is for your highest experience? What brings you a more fuller sense of your life purpose and your dharma? We can ask that here. So we'll pull one card for um, the healing center, and then the other is there something else, and we'll see if there's something else that brings you energy here. All right. So the healing center does bring you the Page of Cups, a heightened sense here of joy and fulfillment, and makes your heart sing. I mean, your heart is bursting here, and it's almost feels like pigs are flying, like dreams kind of come true, right? Now, there is other, um, other opportunities that bring you abundance and bring you financial independence. They take a long time to unfold here, but there's other money. This is what they're kind of showing is, the healing center makes your heart sing. There's other things that you can do to make more money, which tells me that you'll be successful with the healing center. It's just going to be more, maybe not as like richy rich rich and a lot of over abundance, but your heart feels full, and other stuff could bring you these other opportunities in the outside world. But I feel like this healing center is where your true heart is at, and so they're nudging you towards the healing center, for your feeling like you're fulfilling your life purpose more, making your heart sing. So that's what's coming in there for you, Shloka. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Mia Mia, hello, hello. Thank you for the positive energy. I will take it. And positive energy to you too. So you'd like a general reading for your career for the near future. All right. Here, cards come flying out. Let's see what these are here. So you've got the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And so for the future, the Two of Wands is this energy of really whatever you focus on grows and expands. And so there's like this, you can't make a wrong choice, um, because if you choose to have gratitude and you put your heart into something, it grows and expands, and you feel this. And the Eight of Cups is saying, but leave behind emotions and things that don't serve you emotionally and head forward. So it's kind of like get out of your head and into your heart a bit, because you got another set of two cards that were the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, which there's these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets here that are all about the coin, and these limiting beliefs that have stolen and deceived you in the past about, oh, it's all about the career, the money, but they're all, no, it's all about the energy and the heart. So when they're taking a look here at the near future, it's like if you have opportunities to live instead of exist, this is what they're encouraging you to do, because we can get stuck into our heads of, well, this is the responsible thing to do. Who would step away from money? I stepped away from money. I was almost making six figures when I first left corporate life to pursue spirituality. And it was like, it wasn't worth it. I was almost emotionally exhausted and um, definitely not happy, because I was existing and working so much and investing all my energy into, you know, managing and doing things, and it was like that wasn't what I wanted to do. My heart was like, I don't want to live anymore because my heart wasn't having a fun. My brain was like, we're checking off all the stuff. Shh. We're checking off all the, you're buying a home, you're having the car, you're having this, you have money in the bank, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm like, but why do I feel so empty? Right. And this is what they're showing you is there's a different approach to all of that. So that's what's coming in for you, Mia. I like it. So, what is this new thing that you would like to do? And allow your heart to have a say so. All right. So, many blessings to you. And then Kimberly Junias, hello, hello. You want to know, will Marshall, or how will Marshall be towards you this semester? All right, let's see what's going to, based on current energies, what's in the future with Marshall towards you. All right. Well, it looks like here that even your human side is going to be happy with it, with the Wheel of Fortune. It's the tuna for you. So whatever's unfolding is for you, and your human side is very much on board with it. The Four of Pentacles feels very stable in the outside world. It feels the sense of home, the sense of safety, and I like it, the steadiness of the outside world. And so I feel like there's going to be something um, consistent that happens between the two of you and him towards you during the semester. So, where maybe they've been wishy washy and a little all over the place, I feel like this semester coming in, they're a little more stable in pretty much a lot of places in their life. They had some stuff going on, it feels like, and I feel like, because I think this morning they were reminding me that they were going through, weren't they in Europe or somewhere? And I feel like they had a lot of drama going on everywhere. And they kind of feel like getting away from it all and back in school, they feel just this consistency and this calmness. And I feel like whatever was leading up to this, holiday and this trip and everything that they were going away, it was so dramatic. And it was just disrupting their entire life. And I kind of feel like they're just coming back, and it's like when you come back from a vacation and you need a vacation for the vacation you took. It's like sometimes you just like getting back to work if your home life is all, rattled all over the place. And that's what I feel is coming in. I feel like there is this consistency, and they just like this feeling of safety and home around you. So it's a compliment that someone feels that way, because that means their inner child isn't freaking out about, I don't trust her. They're like, you know what? I can relax around you. I feel comfortable. And that's like I said, quite a compliment. So many blessings to you, Kimberly. Hey, Cynthia Brito. Hello, hello. I've been doing great. I hope you've been doing well. And I think I see you asked some questions down below, so we'll get to there momentarily. And Rhonda. Oh, thank you, Rhonda, for your kind comments there. And then Bree, you are up. So, will you get into the University of M the first time for medicine? Ooh, look at you. Many blessings to you. I know people that are in medicine, so much, they dedicate so much of their life to helping people too. So, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about the university? Here, all right. Well, they gave you two cards here. One on the bottom is the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. So this is it's positive here because it's telling me that if that's truly where you want to go, then you have that choice because the twos are power of choice, both in thinking and in emotion here. But there's this kind of this little if that's what you want, is there somewhere else that you would prefer? Because I feel like you've got this Page of Pentacles on the bottom, which is a different opportunity that opens up for you too. Um, if there's a second option that you were thinking about, like, oh, I couldn't get in there, I would try it anyway. Try to get into both, even if there's like a small fee for filing an application or something. They're like, if you one is your dream and one is like, the mind goes, well, this will work. But the dream, make sure you go for that one too. This Two of Cups just shows, the your heart wanting to be expressed, and the Two of Swords is your mind wanting to be expressed. But that Page of Pentacles does say that there's some opportunity out there. So I do show that you get into wherever you want, like getting into the University of M. But try that other one too, if there is another one, because I feel like they're saying that there's this choice of two coming in. So I like it for you, Bree. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Supernova, thank you so much for your additional or your donation. I know you made donations this morning. And I don't see your question yet, so I will continue. Since I see it, I'll jump down there. All right. All right. And so, Cynthia, I think you're asking, will Eric message you tonight? So let's take a look here and see here. Will he message you tonight? So, based on current energies, let's see what Spirit has here. Nah, it doesn't seem to be here. You got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight out of them all. And the Tower is, this message that whoever's moved out of our life or whatever's moved out of our life happens on purpose for a purpose. It creates space for what's truly in alignment for our higher self and clears our path to move forward. So I don't feel like they're calling you or contacting you tonight. And I like it for you with that Tower card because the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, they all tell us whatever unfolds does unfold for us. And so without it happening, it is actually for your best interest. Maybe they're in a bad mood, or maybe there's something else that's more in alignment for you. So trust is a big thing of trusting the universe. You don't need to trust humans because the humans aren't who bring us what we need, but you can trust the creator because they are kind. They are in your corner as well. So I like that. So hang in there. All right. So many blessings. And then we will come back to Linksley in a moment. Thank you so much, Nova, for your donation. Let's give that some love. And you'd like some current guidance you're needing to hear from your guides. All right. Let's take a look here. And kind of feel like we're drawing to an oracle here with the Healing Spirits Oracle. So let's take a look here. Let's see what they have here. Nope, none of those. What do you have for Supernova? All right. All right. Shazam. So they've got you got the this beautiful card coming in here. There it goes. Trying to get it to focus a little bit more. And it's card number 10, be calm and keep going. And you actually got two cards. These are very short, not very short, but short meanings here. So I'll read you the other one here too. So be calm and keep going. It says nervous energy will grow and build in you if you let it. Remember, such energy comes from your inner fear, which is often connected to failure or the endings of things in your life or the lives of those that you're connected to. Spirit healers and helpers are asking you to be still and relax now. They are also asking you to allow this moment to pass and simply wait until you're ready to continue. Amid the chaos, please tell yourself, I am calm. I can do this. When you say it, you will see it, and then it will be so. So calm down. Right. The other one was be like your spirit guide. Be like me. And I like this beautiful card flying here. That was card 16. And I'm just going to hold both of these up, see if I can do that. Come on. There it goes. Yeah. So, this world can be full of judgment and jealousy, and it is easy to get dragged into problems that are not your own. Remember that you have a true friend in the spirit world who only wants the best for you and who will guide you away from such negativities if you allow them to do so. When you are between a rock and a hard place, do what your guide would do and lead by example. Your guide is showing you that you can rise above petty things and bring more spiritual action to the situation. You are bigger than this. Wow. I love it. So they're allowing you to, one, know that you're not alone. And I love that. Yeah. And I feel like, like you said, Kurt is a big part of that there. But I like that for you there. So that's their current guidance for you. Um, be like your spirit guide. What would your spirit guide do? And be calm and keep going. I am calm. What was it? I am calm and I'm at peace. I can get through this. All right. So, very short and sweet message for you there. In the bottom of the deck, yeah, you've got the Three of Cups. Here's your spiritual posse saying that they got your back, that you're never alone. They are all around you. And I like that energy. And even this Seven of Wands, it's like they've got you in this protective bubble. Don't worry about all these people poking at your bubble. You can have this peace and tranquility there. So I like that too. All right. So there you go. There you go. Easy breezy. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. And then Lynx Lee, you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now. All right. So you do have this, dual calling here. Let me see if I can get these. Come on. Fingers aren't working too well. Let's try this again. There we go. So you've got the Lovers card and the Four of Cups. And the dual message here is one, the loves that you've had in the outside world, bored out of your gourd, haven't been fulfilling for you. So the Ace of Cups with the rainbow, this is your inner love, and this is your relationship that starts with your higher self. And that's where you find this unconditional love from up above. It's this, beautiful energy of alignment and this beautiful filling up and overflowing out to the world. So once you experience this fills up, then everything that felt lacking before, all of your other relationships in your life feel full and whole. And there's this, the Four of Cups brings in like this emotional stability through it all too. But when we're looking for love outside of ourselves, that's why it falls short, because we're looking for unconditional love in a conditional world. It doesn't exist out there, at least unless you bump into an ascended master who is, flowing with this unconditional love that's out there. You don't see it a whole lot. And so when we look for love out there, it's like looking for love in all the wrong places, right? And so we have this disappointment. But when we're filling up, then the world transforms from a disappointment to above and beyond and overflowing because we're overflowing. So anything that's given to us, the outside world, is above and beyond extra. So it feels abundant rather than falling short, right? So that's what they have for you right now, Linksley. So focus in on that beautiful unconditional love from above. So that's what they have coming in there. Um, Yeah, Supernova, that's what, yeah, so I can answer that in the next Praying Mantis, stream after this, if you'd like to do that, or if you wanna make it your free one here, I can, answer it once I get down to there, whichever we get to. Alright, and then Green Tea, you are up next. You'd like a future spouse reading, so let's see, what does Spirit want you to know about your future spouse? Just gonna take a quick sip here. Alright. Let's see. And actually drinking my green tea. It's totally subliminal. See how, uh, easily influenced I am? Alright. So, you've got some great cards coming in here. I mean, they're all great cards, but this is telling you with the Chariot card, you do have movement and stepping into your power of choice regarding a future spouse. The 8 of Swords does tell me that, you are letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore, those that make you feel blinded and bound and trapped before around what a future spouse is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. And they're the same way. I mean, I feel like you're both on this beautiful path, similar path where you're letting go of this facade of everything you've been told all your life, opinion, 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 and that's what this Chariot card tells us too, is that, every moment is a choice between lower vibrational energy, the lower vibrational conditional love that's rooted in fear of failure, fear of losing love, fear of all that stuff, and higher vibrational love that's rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and that higher frequency. And we get to choose every moment. Now, it doesn't feel like we're making a choice because of all this stuff that's been put into our head, all these popular opinions of the supposed to be, right? Every moment we make a mental choice of the story, lower or higher, but we're given a lot of stories of lower. When that happens, this is what this means. When that happens, this is what it means. But we get to step into our power and go, I get to decide what anything means. Also, I get to decide how I feel about anything. I also get to decide what energy I put forward and what physical actions I do. And so there's this empowerment of, you know, taking this energy back, and you are the one that gets to make these choices. This future spouse, they just want you to know that as you're letting go of all those supposed tos, it just opens wide this beautiful opportunity for you to meet someone that's way outside of your norm, but is so much in tune with who you are. And because when we have all these rules and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, we have this very thin line of who and what and when around love and spouse. And that person's on back order for 1,000 years. But when we cut these away, or we have this opportunity to meet someone much sooner and someone who's more in alignment, it's opens up our ability to trust the creator that they're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. And in the meantime, we work on our own self because we can't love someone more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from anyone more than to the extent we love ourselves. We focus on opening up our self love that gives us this beautiful love from above that's eternal and unconditional, but it also opens our path and our pipeline to humans so we can love and receive love greater amounts for them as well. So I know that doesn't tell you a whole lot about your future spouse yet, but I feel like that's the important message they want is releasing all the supposed tos and focusing on self-love and enjoying your adventure and your passions and living your life, because it's in living your life is where you find them. When you're searching for love, they elude us because we're looking for something. It's like we're looking for a fish in a bird sanctuary within a water. We're like, we're not going to find what we're looking for there because we're looking in the wrong place. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming through green tea. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue moving down the list here. Okay, very good. All right, lost my place. There I am. So Bala Anshu, hello. You'd like a message from Spirit. So Spirit message. Let's see. What do they want you to know right now? All right. Well, thank goodness it wasn't the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Swords is one of the it's the middle fast moving knight. The Knight of Wands is the knight on fire, it's the fastest, and Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving one, which we didn't get. So yay. Seven of Pentacles is trusting that the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, but you've got this movement here with the Knight of Swords, movement of thought and belief and mindset, this quest, this pursuit, which gives you this clarity. It's almost like you get some Miracle Grow. You know how you can buy Miracle Grow and it helps plants grow faster. I feel like this Knight of Swords gives you some insight, some clarity, where you can see things from a different perspective that are happening in your life, and you get these shortcuts and this, like I said, the little hints and um, the little like a shortcut. It's like it's a direct line instead of going wee wee wee. It's like here you can just go here, and you're like what? And so I like this energy coming in, and it even looks like a Miracle Grow. You can see here if I can get it to there it goes. See is the magic coming from his hand and making the plant grow more. And I like this energy. I like this awareness that's coming in. So, when we take a deep breath and we raise our vibration to that of unconditional love and joy and gratitude, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. That's where you'll find that. That's where you pursue that higher knowledge is up there, because they see the big picture. They'll be able to give you the skinny on things that you're not aware of. When we're down in the chaos, the lower vibrational energies that are very noisy, they're rooted in fear, right? So I like this for you, Bala, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And Miss Rockbayin, you are up. So general reading. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Let me give these a shuffle. All right. Let's take a look here. What is Spirit's message for you right now? All right. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Star card. And this combination is like, what do you really want to do with your life? What's do you know what your dharma, your life purpose? How do you uniquely want to express the unconditional love to the world? I feel like you're getting clarity around this. And with this Eight of Pentacles, this is putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears to move from the apprentice to the master. you know um, and this could be going to school, this could be certification. So if you have a dream of doing something that requires anything like that, it's really important for you to go, I can do it. There's nothing outside of your ability. Even if people have told you, you can never do math or blah blah blah, you know what, if you put your mind to anything, you can do anything. It's just a matter of what comes naturally to us may not be what we have joy in. And if it is, it's a win-win. But definitely, this is a message of what is it, not that you're been told your dream is supposed to be, but what is truly your dream. Pursue it. And if it requires certification, schooling, whatever, learning of whatever, do it, because you're in this wonderful place of that your dreams can come true and that you can step forward and do it. And when it's your dream, you don't let anything stay in your way or stand in your way. You continue to move forward, is what I was trying to say. But that's what's coming in, Ms. Ruck. So I like that for you. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. All right. So, Divine Goddess, want to know who is coming towards you. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. So, who is coming towards you? All right. Is going to be inappropriate, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. So you've got the Hanged Man and the Fool card. So it is someone different that's coming towards you here. Someone that sees the world from a different perspective. And the Fool card is this new adventure that's free of a lot of expectation, free of a lot of rules and supposed to be's and should be's. So I like this. It's someone very unique and just like I said, so different than who you normally would be attracted to. Um, and and though it's funny because your spirit guides are like, yeah, you normally like weird anyway. It's funny, you like unique individuals, but this one, they are just very different. Is all I can say here. The full card, I think that's Uranus energy, which is like Aquarius energy, which is quirky and weird and usually way before their time. And that's why everyone thinks they're so weird because they're looking, that Aquarius rebel energy with this Aquarius, the Aquarian age, the age of Aquarius that we're moving into. It's all about the old ways don't fit. There's new ways, and they're always introducing new ways before their time, what seems before their time, and it's not very popular. So they're gonna feel a little quirky and weird and unique and different, but you'll get them. You'll get them and understand them. But it feels like this adventure. It's like I don't know what to expect from them because I've never met anyone like them before, and that makes it even more exciting because you're not trying to fit them into a box. You're just like going, "Wow, they're so weird." I love it. So that's what's coming towards you, divine goddess. Duck, hide. I'm just kidding. Uh, I'm Aquarius, so I get it. So no offense to any Aquarius, which I know if you're truly Aquarius, you take that as a compliment, as we do. All right. So many blessings to you, divine goddess, and then love and light. You are up next, and you'd like divine guidance. All right. So let's take a look here. Okay. What do they have here for you? Yeah, it's changing of thinking coming in here with the death and rebirth card and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, they pursue all knights have a quest. This knight is in pursuit of the Ace of Swords, which allows them to see things from a higher perspective. It allows us to connect to the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love. And then it allows us, it's a double edged sword, which allows us to convert lower vibrational fear energy and beliefs that are rooted in fear into wisdom, into knowledge that help us move beyond things. That's where that death and the rebirth come in, is that it's time to let some things go. And they've been demanding attention, it feels like lately. And it's like, it's okay, we felt it for a reason, but now we can convert the pain and the suffering and whatever it is into wisdom, into knowledge. And then we're like, aha. And then it doesn't take energy anymore. It actually gives us energy instead. So I like this, the changing of the way of looking at something. And it's time to put an end to the old way we believed about something, and which we were taught to believe about something, and it's time to put your own definition to it. So I like that for you, love and light, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then YOLO, you are up next. And you'd like an energy reading. All right, let's take a look here and see. Whoa, good thing you guys aren't here. Almost took out an eye. Just kidding. So I know I'm goofy sometimes, but hey, it's spirit's fault. You kind of when you channel spirit a lot, you almost get a little drunk on their unconditional love energy, so I'm blaming it on them. So this love, this sorry, not love, but this energy reading, you have this Five of Swords, which represents like a battling between your head and your heart, this inner conflict that could leak out into external conflict. But you have this Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like you're really like I said, your heart and your mind are battling. Your mind wants one thing out of fear. It's this old belief system that it has that, well, supposed to, well, should, need to, have to, must, if it has that type of energy around it, the judgy, fear-based, fear rejection, fear losing conditional love, whatever the fear is that's there, we can let that go because the heart is going, no, no, I know a better way. It's a higher way, it's a loving way, it's this type of energy, right? And it does bring you this new opportunity into your life because it's like the mind would go, what do you mean do that? That's doesn't seem logical. And the heart goes, well, doesn't mean it won't work. And excuse me, and I feel like the mind is like, "Well, we tried what we can. Go ahead. Let's give it a try. What's the worst that could happen?" And then it brings this new opportunity, and the mind is like, well, looky there. Maybe we should have you, your heart have a little say so in the future too. Here, have a seat at the table." And I like that. So trusting your heart and allowing this um, battle that's going on between your heart and mind to move forward, and to have this resolution, this idea come from your heart and your intuition. So I like that for you, YOLO, and that's what's coming in right now. So many blessings. And then grateful to you. I'm grateful to you. Welcome. And messages from your Leo. So let's take a look here and see what messages does Spirit have for you. Let's give these a shuffle here. And just take a little sip here. All right. So let's see what messages Leo has for you. Leo's higher self, what they want you to know about your human Leo. Leo sun energy. So it's definitely here. And they're wanting you to know that this Leo is going through some changes. The Leo is the natural child self. So they've got some deep, bubbly stuff going on below the surface that their inner child learned. And in this case, it's you have an emotional inner child that's created 7 years old and younger. We have a mental inner child that's created between 7 and 14. And this is the one where the mind is being, the mindsets are being changed in this transformation because the Six of Swords is leaving behind old ways of thinking, being drawn by new ways of thinking. And so they are going through kind of a transitional time here with this energy. And I like this. There's this movement. It's like they're not stuck like they were feeling before. There is this movement across the waters, across the emotions, but there's a lot of mental change that's coming in here. And it's great because there's these things that have been down in there running on autopilot that they were unaware of. And they don't know why they would act a certain way or not act a certain way or not say something or say something. And there's this clarity coming in for them, and I like it for them. So it's almost like there's this message from their higher self with them, just like be patient with them. They're learning, and there is movement. So just be patient if you can, um, because they are in a time of transformation. So that's what's coming through for you. Grateful to you. So many blessings to you. Right. We'll continue moving down the list here. We got book lovers. You want to know who is coming with a solid commitment. Let's take a look here. Who does Spirit want you to know? Well, they want me to shuffle again. Energy, refresh. Let's take a look here. So who is coming with solid commitment? All right. All right. Well, you do have here, it's someone new with the Empress card and with the World card, two major arcana. The World card is the last card in the major arcana, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of something brand new and adventure. The Empress, also creativity, new birth, new things coming, sensuality. And the King, not the King, but the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion, you know, riding on the white horse, full of romance, offering love here. So there is someone that is able to express their emotion, movement of emotion, but it's someone brand new, completely different for you here. Someone who wants, little expectations and doesn't want someone asking what their intentions are. And with this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, they're a free spirit. It's not like they're a manho or whatever it might be, but they are they don't want anyone suppressing them and telling them who they're supposed to be. They have a heart. They give their heart to one person at a time, which is good, for a relationship. But they also don't wanna be told about who they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to be and when they're supposed to be something or what other, and so there's a great amount of freedom and sensuality and creativity and allowing you're gonna learn a lot through this freedom that comes with this for yourself too, because they don't want that for them. They don't have a double standard. This one doesn't, they allow you to be you too and celebrate you, but they don't want to be told what they are supposed to be, but they won't tell you either. So interesting. I like this energy coming in for you. It's very much more freeing than some past relationships and non-restrictive. And because when you have little expectations, you have a lot less disappointments too, because expectations equal disappointment. So the more of them you have, the more disappointment you have too. So that's what's coming in for you, book lovers. So many blessings to you. All right, I'm gonna continue moving down the list. Whoa, let me just move these things over. It's keeps on activating the side of my menu. There we go. All right, butterfly, you are up next. So, hey, is Pisces the one for you? Let's take a look here and see if they're the final one for you in this lifetime, like your soul partner, because we have soulmates that are meant for us and we learn stuff. They're stepping stones to get us to the soul partner. So you're wondering, is this the soul partner, the final one, or is there someone else that is coming your way? Well, they're not the final one for you. You've got that, they're going to be one of these bowls over here, but you have this higher love that's coming in here. They do teach you here, though, with this Eight of Swords, they allow you to see what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets make you feel blinded and bound and trapped here. But they also allow you to step into your power, and your higher self is calling you to this higher place, a higher vibrational type of love, which is this Ace of Cups. But this is what allows you to move forward, and so, but they do teach you this. They're a great mirror for you, but like I was saying, they're stepping stones that take us to the soul partner. In fact, if I think I cut and pasted it because I found it again, and it was, let's see here, yeah, messages from your soulmate, soul partner, and twin flame. Um, so here, and this is for anyone that would like it. This is a link to, whoops, to the video for that. If you'd like more information on what's the difference between those three things, and maybe there's messages coming in there too. So that's what they have for you right now, butterfly. Some many blessings to you. All right, I'll continue moving down the list here. And we've got Shri, and you would like a love reading. All right, let's take a look here, Shri. What does Spirit want you to know about love, 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 love? Well, there is that in your future here with a lover's card. We like that when it appears. And the Five of Swords is this like clearing of conflict between what a lover is and who is love and how is it supposed to be. And there's this, it's like they have a headache. They're like, oh my gosh, especially that crow is going rant, rant, rant in their ear, telling them this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it has to be, should be, need to be. It gives us a headache because there's all these opinions that have been given to you all your life about what love is supposed to be and who are you supposed to be attracted to and be with and how you're supposed to meet and how is it supposed to unfold and supposed to and should and need to, all this pressure, all this stuff that sucks the life out of the sailboat of love. And so there's this freedom that comes in. It's the heart is going, get rid of all these thoughts, make these birds fly away because I'm ready for, something that is more true to the heart and not so much of the mind. And I like this for you. The more you let go of the supposed tos and shoulds and those thinking, the more things flow. And can you imagine, because when we have expectations and people aren't living up to them, we're judging them in the inside when they're falling short, and sometimes it escapes out of our mouth. A lot of times it escapes out of our mouth, don't it? Telling someone who they're supposed to be and how they're failing. But can you imagine a relationship where we're focusing on just who sincerely someone is that we're grateful for and we're sharing what we're grateful for about them? Then, wow, who doesn't want to be in a relationship with us, right? Because they're like, I love it. They're so appreciative of who I am. Whereas everyone else tells me who I'm not being, but they're so appreciative and they're sincere and they really nailed it. They got me down that I'm so good. No, I'm just kidding. But this is what their a love looks for, and this is what we're looking for too, right? So this is what they want you to know right now, Shri. Focusing on letting go of those beliefs and focusing on what you're grateful for to have in a relationship instead of what is not in the relationship. Okay. All right. So that is what they have for you there. So many blessings to you. And hey, God's daughter. Hello, hello. And I don't see something yet from you, but we'll continue moving down the list here. And then Om Om, hello. You want to know how will your destined partner be? All right, let's take a look here. So I just posted a link to messages from soulmate, soul partner, and or twin flame. So be sure to check that out too. It's not by accident. I think that came out here. So let's take a look and see. All right, wow. Well, definitely, I love to get the King of Cups when it comes out for when people are asking about their destined partner. Because the King of Cups is almost like Christ energy, Christ consciousness energy, where they're able to express their heart in beautiful, beautiful ways and offer unconditional love. And you got the Page of Cups who also offers they're both offering the Ace of Cups, which is unconditional love and this feeling, beautiful feeling of love overflowing. But the King of Cups also, all of them are given a second portion of air, which is communication and mind. So they have a brilliant balance between heart and mind. They're able to communicate both at an intellectual level and communicate their emotions. And they're able to have a strong sense of calmness with emotion. And, it could be raging around, but they have a very grounded energy. And because there's so much water here, and the master of water and the the page would be princess, but there's both the divine masculine and feminine energies of emotion here. It has this great um expression of love and of this rootedness in that. And so it's not like it's going to be someone who's just really in their head. They're able to just flow with love and fill up with love. And that's where they were headed, is that, because there's so much water, they're used to swimming in emotion. And so when there's full moons and all this emotional waves are flying all over the place, it's like in the Christian Bible when Jesus is walking across the sea and there's great storm happening and the disciples are in a boat, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're all gonna die." And Jesus, he just goes, "Peace, be still." And then the water, and this is the kind of energy they have. They can control their emotional energy, and they're just like they can be very calm in the middle of a storm. So I like that for you, and that's what the little piece they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And we got infinity is one. Hello. So you want to know, does L see you as being special and more special to him than other women? All right, we'll take a look here and see what their current energies are. Of course, it may or may not have anything to do with you at all, right? We're just talking about what's going on inside of here and here around them and you in comparison to other women, right? So take that with a grain of salt, right? All right. So they do see the Empress, and that's a great card because the Empress rules over all queens. So boom, they do see you as being very special and above other women. And the 10 of Wands, they it's funny because they almost felt like you were like you take a lot of energy. Like you're high maintenance. Could have been an original thought when they met you, but um they realize you're worth it. That's what this is. It's 10 of wands is like, oh, I have to invest all this energy, but they're refocusing and recalibrating, going, well, no, because you are above the crowd, you are above the other women. And so you're worth any extra energy that it would take. But it's a change of something that feels like a burden to something that feels like an honor or like a privilege. And I like that coming in here. So they do see you as special, unique, sensuous, mother nature, mother nurturing, creative, and like I said, the empress, like the emperor rules over all the kings, the empress rules over all of the queens. So definitely very much. So that's what's coming in, Infinity. So many blessings to you. Ooh la la. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. And Goldie, you're up next. So you want to know February's month for you. All right, let's see what's coming in here for February. What does Spirit want you to know here? All right. So something that's been taking a little bit of time to unfold here with the Seven of Pentacles. You are seeing progress in the month of February with this unfolding, but the Justice card too is about the balancing and that, it's still taking a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, a little bit of, you know, you'll have like fast movement and then slow movement, and then fast movement and slow movement. It's balancing out, and that's okay. It's happening on purpose here. Movement forward to give you hope, and then it's like, but some things need fermenting, some things need to grow, and then movement forward again, right? So February is a kind of a touch and go type of month for you regarding a specific thing that you're looking for here, but there is this transformative energy. Yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, you got the change of energy with the Five of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight of them all. So there is this change of energy that happens, but it is a going back and forth type of energy, almost like the Temperance card, but that's the Justice card, but it's almost feels like temperament, like calm. Things will flow. These things go back and forth, the balancing of the scales. Usually you don't put something on a scale and it goes psh, balanced. It's like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that's what's happening during the month of February for you. So I like that for you, Goldie. And be sure to check out your energy forecast. I posted the playlist at the beginning. It's also in the description box of the video, but it's a 2024 energy forecast that gives you every 4 months, there's 3 4 months periods that gives you a blessing and energy for each one too. So you can get some information, and as well as the solstice will give you some information for February as well. All right, so many blessings. Then Aditi, you are up next. You're welcome, Infinity. All right, Aditi, how will this Aquarius perceive you? The curious Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. I know what you mean, but I'm an Aquarian, so we can make fun of our names. All right. So, how will this quirky, weird Aquarius perceive you? Oh, wow. Yeah. So, there's joy and celebration when it comes in with the 3 of Cups. They're gonna feel this connection with you here. The 6 of Cups is past life energy, and the 3 of Cups is kind of spiritual, spirit guide connection, and you're part of my tribe type of energy. And so they're gonna perceive you, they're gonna and you might recognize this too, that there's just something more below the surface. You're like, "What is this? Why do I have this draw to them? It's not normal. It doesn't feel normal. What's this going on?" It's because you've got down in your subconscious is where all your Akashic records are, your previous connections and your future connections of individuals in other lifetimes is there, and you have this with them. And so they're like going, they're, looking at it going, what is this? They feel joy about it because it feels like meeting an old friend that you haven't seen in a long time, a best friend. And so there's this joy, just like this, hey, it's this energetic recognition, but it's below, it's emotional connection, mental connection. And so these connections on all sorts of levels. So you're going to be like, whoa, what is this? And they're thinking and feeling the same thing. So I like that for you, DT. It's a very interesting connection. So I like it. Right, and that's what they have, so many blessings to you. Yeah, Kimberly, I did, quite a while ago, I think. Sounds familiar. Let me see here. Didn't I? I feel like I did. Yeah, I did, there you are. Way up at the top, like, what, you're about 1, 2, 3, 4, you're about 10 or 11 in, and I had a couple of donations, so, yeah, it was a while ago, probably maybe 20 minutes or more ago. You were after Mia Mia, Shloka, and, Dollface Diva, so it was like Dollface Diva, Shloka, Mia Mia, and then you. I might have had a donation, in there, a donation or 2 in there too. So, have fun. You can do it. Alright. So, we left off here. So, life-changing shift. You almost make me cuss there. So let's take a look here and see here. You want to know, how does MS feel about you? All right, let's take a look here and see, how does MS feel about you? All right. Well, so we've got the Chariot card coming in here, but the Queen of Pentacles is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. They are feeling you as a nurturing individual, sensual, even, if that kind of energy, I feel like it does exist there. But they see you as someone new, something fresh. That sounds funny, but someone fresh, someone new, refreshing, like a breath of fresh air, and just free, this freedom feeling around you too, which I like. And the Chariot is movement, is power of choice, and so they see you as someone here. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles has emotion under there, so they have attraction towards you. This Chariot is just really, which is Cancer energy, which is a lot of emotion. Mother again, excuse me, Mother Luna type of energy, but there's this authority they feel you have, and just like this queen energy, they just feel like they picture you as someone who just really makes the mental choices that you do, the stories you put to things. You know you're choosing them, you're in charge of your emotions, your energy, your physical actions. They just feel like, and this is what, from their perception, they feel like you've got your stuff together. You have your shift together. And they're like, yeah, and they're just like kind of like, wow, almost a little intimidated. You are not intimidating. We have to make sure that's clear, but they are intimidated a little bit because they're like, "Wow, do I have anything to offer you?" Type of um, energy that comes in here, and so they're just like, "Wow, you are a queen. You could rule a kingdom." They just feel you have this power, which is great. It's very respectful, so I like that. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And we did that one. And we did that one. Let me just make sure we're getting into here now where I answered some and I. Okay. Yeah. Cynthia, I did do yours. Cynthia Brito. All right. So Anjushri Dubé, your future spouse, are they planning on pursuing you soon? Right? Not soon enough. Let's take a look here. See what they have here. Right now, they are in this Eight of Cups. They're leaving behind emotions that no longer serve them, relationships that don't serve them. They're in the process here of making space for a relationship, and so I feel like it will be soon, because they're headed away and into the Nine of Cups, which is hermit mode, which is like emotional dreams come true to step forward into love, and they're preparing their heart and their emotion and emotional energy for love, and they're also here with the Seven of Swords, looking at their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have deceived them and cheated them out of things in the past. Now, the underlying energy, yeah, they are taking a bit of time with the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers card. So it's going to be a little bit, but you don't want to take bread out of the oven too early because then it's all mushy and gross. So it's worth the wait, and while we're waiting, we can do the same thing. Look at what of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets no longer serve us, emotions that don't serve us, raise our own love vibration, because that prepares us for love as well. So while they're preparing, we can be preparing too, because we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So we want to raise our love vibration so we can receive love from them and give love to them as well, right? So that's the assignment right now, Anjushri. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue moving down the list here. And we are to Shirley Mator. Good to see you again. So, can you tell you that does it look like you will get offered this job that you had an interview for yesterday? Okay, yeah, we did answer that this morning, um, either in the morning session or in the afternoon when I came back on. So I did offer that. I mean, I did pull cards for that if you want to check that out. And the answer was yes. Yeah, you have a new adventure. So they're confirming it again. You do have this new adventure that you head off on with them. So it did was a thumbs up in this morning's, I remember, and then just again now as well. So you do get offered this job that you had the interview for. So I like it. And there's a little more extra in the morning one. Um, if you check here, let me just make it a little easier. Let's see, where does it appear? Yeah, here it is. So this is the afternoon session when I don't get a ton of let me just put here afternoon session. Um, if you take a look at that one, there's a pinned comment of the readings I covered in that session, the makeup session in the afternoon. So if you see your name in there, then you know I did it in that one, and you can see whereabouts your reading is. And then if it's not there, that means I did cover it in the morning session. All right. So congratulations. All right. And then let's see here. So here, and we answered that one and that one. All right. Mezzy BP, you will be up next here. Let me just go down a little bit here. All right. You want to know your next relationship. What does spirit want you to know about your next relationship here? All right. Evidently, these ones here. All right. Well, you got the 6 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands does show victory. It does show being seen. It does show this equal mutual attraction, both physically and also because it's your passions, but also energetically as well. So I like the 6 of Wands coming in here for you. The 9 of Wands does show that there's been some barriers here um, about moving into the relationships. And so you do want to take a look here and see what has been holding you back from being able to move into a new relationship. And one of the things that happens whenever we feel like there's this forest field keeping away abundance, love, whatever. It's usually something to do with our inner child, our emotional inner child that developed some out of balance giving and receiving when they were young. And I have a video, Take 10 with Zen. It's a one of my playlist series on my main page at the very top. If you go in there, episodes 4 and 5 talk about fate and the things that keep things from coming in sooner and delaying things. And both of those will give you some information on how to allow this relationship to come in sooner. Because it does take some altering of some mindsets and a little bit of forgiveness and a little bit of things to allow these forest fields to fall down to allow love to come in. Otherwise, we'll keep repeating old patterns and they'll get bumped out of our lives over and over and over again as well. So check those out if that resonates, because I feel like that is coming your way. But the more you do those things that are mentioned in those videos, the faster they can come to you. Otherwise, it's going to be a while, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Mezzy BP. So many blessings to you. Right, and then Chiel, Chiel, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. You wanna know what's stopping David from taking action towards you? Alright, we'll take a look here. I'm take a sip here. Let's see what we got here. What is stopping David from taking action? What's going on with them? Let's give these a shuffle. Alright. Alright, thank you. Alright. Well, they're kind of in this hermit mode here with the hermit card. So they're kind of pulled back to themselves and they're kind of searching here for excitement in their life. They're looking for why do they feel empty? This Ace of Wands is like they're in this desire of finding passion, trying to find, this energy and trying to, understand what is why do I feel empty? And so this has nothing to do with you. I just feel like they feel empty in their life because it's like they feel like they're existing in life and they have this kind of, I don't want to say they're in a dark night of the soul, but they're in this place in their life which is a great place to be. It's when we've been looking for this fulfillment outside of us, which we can't find. We have to turn inward and upward to find it. And then that's where we discover, oh, the love that we've all been looking for, we can only find in our own heart. Then we fill up and overflow. And then everything everyone else was giving us that was falling short is actually above and beyond extra. And there's this transformation, this passion that ignites in here. And I just feel like they just feel so empty that they're trying to find this, and that's why they've pulled back from a lot of things because when they've done a lot of action in the past, they were promised that these things would make them feel full, and they don't, and, it's like American Chinese food. You eat and you're hungry an hour later, and this is what they've been feeling. They're like, "Why eat of anything if I'm just gonna be hungry? I gotta find out, is there a tapeworm in my stomach? What's going on here? Why do I feel this?" And so I feel like they're doing more of that internal search to find out what's going on. So it's not you, it really is them and the search that they're looking for. So hopefully that helps you. That's what's coming in for you. So many blessings to you. And let's see here. I think I did Miss Rank. Didn't I do you already? Let me see here. Yep, I already did yours. All right. All right. And then JJJ, you want to know what your FS is doing these days? All right. Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know? What is FS up to these days? All right. See what Spirit will let us know. We'll just kind of dig in here. Well, they seem to be doing pretty good. They have the Three of Wands, which I feel like they took a different direction than they had anticipated before. And the King of Pentacles is they have this fullness of life. They feel very um, like their self-worth. They found a new way of looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world. They're feeling very full, very aware, very wise, very grounded in the outside world with this King of Pentacles. So very different. They might have even, because the king of all the kings get a second portion of air. I almost feel like maybe they've done some certification. I just feel like higher knowledge or higher wisdom that also is coming in here. Just feel very like they altered course and have taken like this different direction in their life where, when you're like, whoa, you're doing what? Yeah. Cause even on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the studying and movement up in the outside world type of energy here. So I feel like like you wouldn't even recognize like the path that they're on. You're like, you did what? You became a chef or you became a baker? What? That type of energy. So very, very interesting coming in there, JJJ. But that's what's going on. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Sky Blessings, you're up next. Hello. You like a general reading for the future. All right. So, what does Spirit want you to know about the future? And of course, make sure to check out your 2024 energy forecast. There's one for each individual zodiac sign. I'll post it's in the description box of the video. I posted it when I started, and then I'll post it at the end here as well. All right. So, for the future, you've got this decision making that's coming up here. It's like the Seven of Cups has you looking at what's next. What about that? What about this? There's all these options, too many options. What the heck? Which one am I going to choose? This one, this one, this one? I don't know. Well, this Emperor is stepping in. This Emperor energy is coming. Aries energy, which is initiation, which is stepping forward. And they're really clearing out a lot of the different options, like process of elimination. Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. You're really, with this energy, determining what is of your own thought and belief and mindset. Like, what do you truly want, and what has been fed to you through your life? And you're like, I don't want that. No, like, I know people will think I want that, but I don't want that, and I don't want that. I don't want that. And there's this clearinghouse that's happening with this Emperor card because you're determining what it is you truly want. You're asking all your advisors, even the self appointed advisors that are all, you should do this, you're supposed to, need to, have to, blah, blah, blah. You're like, thank everyone. I appreciate your advice. Everyone can leave the throne room. I'm making the decision. I'm stepping forward. I'm putting form and structure around what I'm wanting to do, and I'm taking action toward it. So I like this for you for the future. This indecision and too many choices. You're really whittling through them and process of elimination, getting it down to the one thing that you do want to do, and then you put it on your schedule. You start taking a little step toward it every day and big steps on some days, but you're moving toward that. And I like it for you. That's what they have for you, Sky Blessings. So yeehaw, and many blessings to you. All right. And then Kyle Hill. So, are your dog? Um, Was put to sleep today. Oh, okay. I miss him terribly. Oh, yeah, I definitely can understand that for sure. And you want to know if it was the right thing, and if he's happy and out of pain. Absolutely. We'll tap into their energy because they are, they're human spirits like we are, even though they're living a life or kind of a passenger in a animal. But they're there, and then when we're just not as um, in control of. That's why we're more of a passenger when we're having life as an animal. Um, and we can influence emotion a little bit, but we're mainly, along for the ride. So we'll take a look here, and I want to pull from the Healing Spirits Oracle, is what I'm being drawn here. So let's take a look here and see what message does puppy dog, your puppy dog have. All right. Let's see what we have here. Always in motion is the card here. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little better here. There it goes. So they're floating in the cosmos. Card number 22, which is the number, it's a master number of spirit of our higher selves. And it says the universe is always in motion, though it may appear static to us. It's also the way of the true spiritual worker who may appear to be still in their meditation, but their spirit body is always keeping pace with the higher vibrations of the universe. You and your spirit guide are becoming one mind now, always working with the purpose of healing and bringing balance. Remember, the true spiritual worker offers to serve, and the spiritual work never stops. Yeah, so they're telling you that they have become one of your spirit guides, and they'll be by your side the rest of their lives. And, they said the spiritual work never stops. And yeah, they're out of pain. They're in a place of unconditional love. All this beautiful pinks and purples represents the high heart and the crown chakra. And so they are off in the spirit world, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're having it the best time here. So it was the right timing. Everything happens on purpose for a purpose. And so they're telling you here to, um, don't beat yourself up and try to let guilt go. The Eight of Swords, any circumstance allows us to see what of our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets make us feel blinded and bound and trapped. But they are free. And so they want you to be free too. And just know they're always going to be around you, Kyle, every second of every day for the rest of your life, maybe even secretly humping your leg and you don't even know it. No, I'm just kidding. But they got great senses of humor. They are a spirit that'll be around you, help and guide you, and very, very much love. And they know you didn't you help them be out of pain, and it's a hard decision to make, but um, but that's what's coming in there for you. So hang in there, Kyle. Kyle, it gets easier. It gets easier. I know my host. We put down her older dog about a month and a half ago, and but she was having trouble walking and couldn't see, and had trouble getting up on stuff, and started not to eat a whole lot, and just you could tell that they were ready, and they always let us know, and so they let you know. So that is what they have for you. All right. All right. And Nat, thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that some love here. And then Strawberry Rose, I think it'll be you and Premia. I think we'll be able to get to you guys here. I've got about 15 more minutes. So anything to know about new love offer coming in, Nat? Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit have for you? What do they want you to know about the new love? New love offer coming in. All right, so they want those and those. Well, that one in the middle, A That one on the end, and that one, oh, that's the underlying energy. Okay. Hmm. All right. So you've got the underlying energy here is the Six of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset about love offer that's coming in. So it does take some movement, a little bit of thought and belief, but it's all very positive here because the three swords that are being left behind are those three swords, the three swords of pain, the three swords of expectations equaling disappointment and any of those heartbreak things. It's about leaving behind the thought that your heart can be broken, which is it's a big thing. We're taught here in this realm, our heart can be broken, but it can't. We come down here to feel like what it might feel like to be heartbroken. But the feeling of heartbreak is actually our body going into fight or flight mode. If you've ever had heartbreak before, remember when someone startled you, like blah, and you're like that feeling in your heart, that prick in your heart. Heartbreak is that looped over and over and over again because when someone scares you, like my brother and I used to scare each other, and, and so he would scare me and be like, ah! And then it's like, you when you recognize that it's not a true threat, your heart stops, and that feeling in your heart stops too. But heartbreak is an emotional monster. It's an emotional danger with a thought and belief about our lovability, and it keeps looping and it goes around and around and around. And so when we realize, oh, this is just a fear of that I'm not going to be loved again and that this means something about me, but eventually, like the first heartbreak, that first fear of not ever finding love again when the first love didn't work out, then you find love again. You're like, yay! And it feels very good. And then the third one, because the second one didn't work out and you have that heartbreak again. And the third one, oh, I did find love again. And then the fourth one, you're like, oh God, I'm going to find love again. And then the fear of heartbreak goes away because you're like, it becomes a fear of finding love again. But humor aside, but there's the transference here of leaving that behind here, and part of that, is this power of choice, realizing that this energy moves from fear to love because we realize with our power of choice that we're the ones that get to decide what story we put to any situation, what emotion we feel as we go through it, and also what energy and actions we take. And so there's this, energy, and oh, I'm supposed to feel this way and do all the stuff. I get to choose because after heartbreaks and doing shadow work, and I realized, oh, all those times, like those three relationships when they didn't think we didn't think commitment meant the same thing. Evidently, we realized that wasn't about me, that was about them. And you transform the fears, and it's like other people's actions doesn't have to mean those things about me. I get to decide. And there's this empowerment that comes in here. I love all this because you're learning so much through this new love coming in, and there's this movement that happens, and I feel like it's almost like this parallel experience that you have with this individual, and they go, I get it, I've been there too, let's work on this together. And I like this. I feel like this next love that's coming in, Four of Wands, marriage. So this one that comes in is a lifelong commitment that they make here, and I feel it comes suddenly. You have the Tower card and the Eight of Wands, which means it's a sudden movement. Things are moved out of your life, cleared out of the way, and there's like this parting of the seas to bring you guys together. So when you're going to have sudden changes and shifts in your life, but it comes in fast and furious. Both of these are sudden and a lot of energy that comes in, but it happens on purpose. So just get ready. You're going to have this significant shakeup in your life, whether it's moving to a new company or new place, a new home, new city, new country, something new in your life, significant new that happens suddenly, but then just remember that it is unfolding for you, with it coming in, um, on purpose, because this is what opens up this coming in. So, hopefully that helps, Nat, and thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Interesting, I know, right? Woo. All right. So many blessings to you. You are very welcome. And Florence, thank you for your donation through PayPal. I did receive that. Thank you. And you want to know any new things coming up this year? Absolutely. We'll take a look here and see what they feel is most important for you. Also, make sure to check out your energy forecast for 2024. I have a playlist that has one for each zodiac sign that talks about love, career, and money, and it breaks out the year into three equal periods of 4 months each and a blessing for each, and what spirit wants you to know too. So you'll get some more information there. All right, let's see what else. Anything else? All right. So I like those. So you got a lot of stability coming in here in both heart and mind here. And I was like, what about pentacles? Because you got all four suits represented. You've got uh, emotional stability and mental stability coming in here this year, which all come about with, emotional stability comes by finding your inner love, and your mental stability comes in through connecting to capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love. So this year, you do have this wonderful stability. Think of four as like a huge table with four huge legs on it, very stable. And so, where fears might have taken us, off into this, direction and into this other, place in our life, um, and the emotions were being drug off out of fear, there's this great stability that comes in through connection inward and upward, with this beautiful energy that comes in. Um, so emotional and mental stability very strong this year. Got the 9 of wands too. So this was you got mind, you got emotion, and you got spiritual and your energy, and you've got pentacles too. So all four suits of our experience as a human, they have coming in here. You do have the Ace of Pentacles, which you have great new opportunities opening up in the outside world coming in here, and this great looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a new, enhanced, and different way too, which is powerful. Again, when a lot of this has to do with your connecting inward and upward and remembering who you truly are, because you have the 9 of wands, and the nine being the hermit's journey, the wands being the higher vibrational love energy coming in. You know, you are turning inward and upward, and you can see here you've been with that Ace of Wands. You see down here by my finger how it's holding the fence together. Soon as you realize your power here with the Ace of Wands, and you're like, I'm the one who controls my life. It's like the Chariot card coming out in four cards, because it's like I get to decide the story. I get to decide my emotion. I get to decide my energy. I get to decide my physical action. And there's this great awareness this year that you're a co-creator with the creator for our lives. But there's this, sometimes we feel like, well, I'm in the little baby seat in the back seat, you know, and they're controlling my life, and I'm just kind of along for the ride. But they're like, no, you're the one behind the wheel, and the creator's in the passenger seat they're controlling the radio and the nav system, and they're just like, where do you want to go next? And they're asking us, and we're like, I don't know, where do you want to go? They're like, oh, I'm happy to go anywhere. Where do you want to go? We're the ones deciding. And when you with this 9 of wands, you're really grasping and holding, going, you know what, whatever I focus on is what grows in my life. So if I focus on what I feel is missing, what I hate, what I fear won't leave my life or will come into my life, or fear what will stay in my life or not leave my life, I am growing that. I'm feeding that. That is what is expanding. My magic wand, when I point at it, it expands. I'm like, ooh, maybe if I focus on what I'm grateful for, what I do want in my life, then those things unfold, right? And there's this great energy with this. It's like a little kid going into a pastry shop, and They have the little glass case and all the donuts are in there. And if we go in and point at the donut we hate over and over, we get a dozen of those donuts we hate. But if we focus in on the donuts we love, we'll get dozens of those instead. And so there's this energy that just brings in and it transforms in 2024 over your life here. And it just allows you to see life in such a different way. And you draw in these higher vibrational experiences because it's matching the energy that you're focusing on. So a big transformational, that's a good word, year for you, Florence, and that's what Spirit wants you to know. For more detail, definitely check out that it's the 2024 energy forecast. In fact, let me just post that for everyone real quick here because I'm going to be winding up here in just a moment. I'll try to get you in as well, Katie, here. But here's the 2024 playlist here. Let's see, why is that not showing up as a link? Oh, it is a link. Maybe it's showing up as a link for you guys. All right. But I think it's showing up as a link, isn't it? Let me just try it one more time independently here. All right, maybe it is. But that is there is a playlist on my main page if that's not working as well. So there you go. And thank you again for your donation, Florence. All right. Katie. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that some love here. And I want to see if Jordan is already planning to reconcile with, or will he end up moving on from our connection? Oh, okay. So we'll take a look here. I was like, with who? But with you is what you mean. All right. So are they already planning to reconcile, or will they end up moving on? Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right, those 5. Anything else? Okay. Whoa, all right. Let's see what these are. What do we have going on here? Alrighty. I feel like here we've got a lot of aces, which are like newness for them. Because they've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is about them being true to their authentic self, and this Ace of Cups. For me, this is like, okay, they're really drawn into being true to who they want to be, and so they're looking for this. They're looking for love that will allow them to be true to their authentic self. So I don't feel like there's reconciliation here. I don't feel like they've found anyone, but I feel like they're kind of looking for that because we also have here these 3 cards came out together with an Ace of Pentacles, which has the 5 of Swords, which is all about the conflict and communication that's there. The Tower card, which is, trusting that people are moved out of our life and situations are moved out of our life on purpose for a purpose. And this conflict, and then here's that Ace of Pentacles, which is looking for a new opportunity in the outside world, something that doesn't have so much conflict. So I feel like with this energy combined, that it doesn't feel like they want more, of what they've come from, and they're looking for new opportunities in the outside world. We've got the Queen of Cups too, which a lot of, trusting your gut and trusting your intuition. And I feel like, deep down, like you're like, I know this isn't for me. I know I learned what I needed to through it, but deep down, I feel like, that you're like, yeah, there's something more in alignment with my soul and what my high heart wants. And even though I love them to death, that they're not the most healthiest for you, right? Because here we've got 6 of Swords, leaving old things behind, moving in a new direction, movement away from and towards something that's more Two of Cups. It's with a deeper love, which is where I feel you both want to really, be at, but I don't feel with all these cards coming in here that it can be with each other because um, you're just not able to give each other because it's moving away from it, and that's what spirit is telling me. I just feel like it's movement. There's this passion that'll come your way. This Two of Cups is a love that's more in alignment, and there's yeah, and even you got the energy on the bottom with this transformation of someone that looks like marriage. Like um it's just so conducive. It's just such when I'm looking at this walking hand in hand, this is the type of energy where you're headed towards someone who's more in alignment with you down the road here. Someone who is in just so much of a compatibility is the word I was trying to find. Just compatibility. And because of this, you know, when you look at a large portion of your time is this headache with feeling like a crow is yelling in your ear. This is the battling, the disappointment, even though there was passionate times and loving times and all this stuff in here, it's just um it's just not healthy for you guys anymore. You've learned what you've needed to learn from each other, and even though you're drawn back to clash, it's like they're not budging from who they're wanting to be. You're not budging from who you're wanting to be. Maybe like you each took a step inward, but that's it. That's all that either of you are willing to do. I wonder if you're both like fixed signs, but it feels very like we've done what we've can to come to a middle, and there's still a large gap in between. And so you've learned what you've needed to learn, but the directions both of you are going is someone who's more conducive and more compatible with your higher heart and with where you guys are wanting to head in your life. Yeah, you're stubborn, that's why, Katie, and that's okay, but it's getting to the root of what you're fearing and, why we can't let someone go is because there's fears that tie us, to those things, so, yeah. So it's a matter of looking at, here's even the Page of Swords, walking across the tightrope to the other side. You're over on this side, and it's about moving over, seeing things more clearly and realizing, and it's just kind of admitting, you know what, they're not the one for me. And in order for me to go in the direction that is for my highest experience, I do want to let him go and it's making the choice. So that's what they have for you, Katie. So hang in there, my dear. I know it's been a journey, but wow, you've grown so much in the process. I know. Boo. All right, let's see here. I think I'm actually a few minutes late to my next session with my praying mantis member. So sorry, Strawberry Rose and Premia. I know you guys were so close, and Eagle, hey guys, I won't be able to get you in this one, but I will be back tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then also tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So be sure to catch me then. I'm also headed off to my Praying Mantis member session. If anyone wants to become a Praying Mantis member, it's $7.99 a month, and you have access to all of the free sessions that I go to after these sessions, where we spend an hour or so pulling cards, talking about spirit, a bunch of other things, and we have a Q&A on Thursday nights as well for 2 whole hours. So if you're interested, all that information's down in the description box of the video. If you're looking for any other um, pick a card readings, I have a ton of them. So I wasn't able to get to, if you jump over to my playlist on my main page, Follow Your Heart, and I've got playlists listed in the description box too for love, career, life purpose, different things like that, but a bunch of free content on my main page. And maybe Spirit, if you listen, they'll guide you to the messages for you. So I'm going to have to jet. So I'll catch you guys when I see you again. And remember, every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, much love. You hang in there and you guys take care. We'll see you soon.